The first time that I heard of CJD was in July of 2010.
October of 2011.
December of 2000.
July 17, 2012. The day of the diagnosis. Day of the diagnosis.
Happy Valentine's Day. I miss you, Grandma. I hope you get better soon. I love you, Ken, with lots of hugs and kisses.
CJD can be difficult to diagnose, especially in the earlier stages of the disease.
Depending where it starts, it can look like a lot of other diseases,
such as Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's disease.
I call it the great mimicker because of that.
CJD becomes a diagnosis of elimination.
This is such a complicated disease. It has no relevancy to what we know as human beings.
The progression of these diseases is a hockey stick.
It's not cancer. It's not AIDS.
You're going along very slowly like this, and then all of a sudden somebody says, oh, that looks kind of weird. And so in prion diseases, it kind of goes up like that when you see it.
It's not a disease that has been explored and taken apart and put back together again. This is a disease that every time you come up with answers, it morphs into something else.
The bad news about this disease is that it's always fatal, usually within 1 year.
When we give somebody a diagnosis of prion disease, we don't want to be wrong because we're giving somebody a death sentence because we have no treatments, no cures.
If you don't have a loved one that experiences a random sounding disease, what's your incentive to learn about it?
The surveillance of this disease is critical. We need to know what's happening here.
Prion diseases can look really different from one another.
There's no measure of hope. There's no diagnosis, no treatment, no cure. We need research. We need to get some answers.
So yeah, I'm going to UCSF Tuesday.
In terms of getting the genetic test, we discourage people from getting their own genetic results until they're absolutely sure. Because once you get that result, you can never take that back.
It wasn't until we started talking to other people, family, friends, that we even realized, of course, there's the alternative to not get tested.
That never would have occurred to us.
Today's the day. I will find out at 3 o'clock today. And the waiting will be over, at least I'll know.
The point of this visit, obviously, is for you to get your genetic results. And we're going to open up the envelope and we're going to find out at the same time what your results are. You know, it's hard for anybody sitting here and on both sides. I think we're ready to open the envelope if you're ready.
I have been ready for a while, so.
There are those people who want to tell us that, you know, this isn't such a big deal. I could get hit by a bus tomorrow. None of us knows what's going to happen to us. And I'm not that fond of that. I don't think we should make light of the fact that, you know, having this mutation versus not having it is like a 30-year difference in life expectancy.